Isn't it easier if I just take this whole front panel off?
Yeah, you have to take everything off. All of them. So that's the oil pump. We're going to remove that. Put them all in the same spot.
I think because they're different sizes.
It doesn't matter. We'll figure that out when you put it back together.
Oh, yeah, the longer ones will go there then.
Alright, what do you reckon else will stop it coming off now?
It's not the clutch.
What about this thing in my hand?
Oh, I forgot its name again.
Kickstart.
Oh, there.
Yeah. So
Then I just have to do that screw.
pull that all the way out.
Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, I was gonna say do that. I get a wedge and just push it.
Like that.
Yeah.
Right, so that's all out, yeah?
But yeah, it's wobbled. I don't want to go too hard, just in case.
Oh, here we go. There's a lot of oil coming out.
Oh, what?
Sorry?
Do you want to get a rag?
No, I've got a tub for it.
Wait, what?
What it was, when it started to seize, I filled it with oil.
Oh, just to wash it all out.
Just to like give it a good clean up sort of thing.
Oh. Should be able to just pull that off. Get the screwdriver. I was gonna. Oh yeah. Oh. What? No. Is that actually what the inside of an engine looks like? You're getting all the bits of metal out.
What's that from?
Something. Just go. You know, you should put that in there.
I'll put that there and we'll have to figure out where that's come from.
Probably some like stopper or something. I don't actually know. I don't know why you're asking me.
Right, it's not supposed to just be lying there, I imagine.
Yeah.
So I got a spare gasket, but I'll just keep that one in case there's something wrong with
Let
ours.
me just get that off the filter. Get that off.
Right, so if I just pour out this oil.
That oil kind of looks like apple juice. You can't just pull Mark.
No, just use the screwdriver for
It's
as long
habit.
as I know. It's alright, you'll pick up better habits.
That's
Wait, is that off now? Right
yeah,
there.
we're not taking that out of case at all. We're actually opening the oil bump, yeah. It's probably because the cables, isn't it? Probably.
So what we'll have to do is remove that circlip from back here. Right, circlip off.
Camera's
first.
on low battery.
Yeah.
Hope it doesn't die. That'd be hot. That'd be annoying.
I've got 4 spare batteries. Then the ring.
Can't you just pull that off? Or do you need to pry it off?
I don't know. I've never done it before. That comes off. And there's a pin.
Oh, you just push that.
I think it'll just pull through now.
Do you have to disconnect the cables?
Yeah. So on top of that spline there, there's a washer. On top of this pin here, there's a cable retaining clip. Right, so it went round the side. I know it seems like you're talking to yourself, but this video will come in useful for me later.
What, are you just going to use that to put it back together?
Well, no, we're going to remove the oil pump completely and run it on 2-stroke, because there's a chance that it seized because it wasn't getting enough oil. I'm not sure, but there's no point risking it again, really, is there?
Are you actually going to like start the end?
So this used to, so you could put straight petrol into the tank, and this would mix the 50-to-1 fuel mix for you. But if you don't get enough oil in the tank, then your engine could
I
blow
know it's
up.
not plugged, but it looks like tar. Okay, no, it is.
So these little pins, you pull them together, and you can push them down. I'm just going to get this pipe off here. Try not to rip it if I
you're
can.
leaking some tea streak there.
Yeah, so I've always got the bag down. an oil pump. And these cables have got to come out of here.
Is it? That's oil tanks.
So we have the oil tank at the end of the reed valve.
Proper strip the engine.
Good catch.
That's the only thing with this table, it wobbles.
Right, in the top of that we have the worm drive with that pointing upwards.
I don't think that's meant to come out. I don't think you can push that out.
We'll figure that out after. The blank, I think you do, because the blanking plate goes over that. But we can work that out later. Right, while we're waiting for the bits, I've absolutely plastered this cover in paint stripper. It's got a really nasty, horrible silver paint that's sort of half come off, so I've worked on it before, but I'll just get the final bit off now. So I'll leave that overnight now and see what happens when we wake up in the morning. Right, that's been soaking all night. We've got nearly all the paint off, so it's just time for a polish now, but oh my god, that looks better. So this has been cleaned up as best as I could get it. Cleaned as much of the fins as I can. So it masked everywhere that's, well, everywhere I don't want to paint. Let's take it out and give it a coat.
1 week later.
So where are we at? So we've got a new piston, a blanking plate, top end bearing, fuel hose, inline fuel filter. The cylinder's painted and ready to go. We've flushed as much as I can out of the engine. So, yeah, time to go. Right, this is called your con rod, or connecting rod. So this connects to the crankshaft, and when this spins round, that moves the piston up and down. So inside, you don't want any metal on metal, so this is a roller bearing.
What was that? So when so that's got mini rollers on it, so it just continues to roll.
Yeah. Right, so we've put a rag here, so if anything was to fall inside the engine, it'd land in there, okay? That seems big, but it's the same size as the other one. Where's my rag? Problem with the grease. It's greasy.
Well, yeah, that's why it's called grease.
We have a lovely new piston. A new piston pin. Gudgeon pin, I call them, but piston pin.
That piston rings. That is a nice looking piston.
Right, is there any difference between the rings?
No.
Sometimes one's different to the other for the top and the bottom. What we should always do with this though is I'm going to get the Haynes manual. Where's the little book? Right. Engine, clutch and gearbox 36. The piston and ring 47, that's what we got. I measured it and it's not oversized. See the bit forward?
Yeah.
That means it's got to be forward towards the end of this engine here, okay?
Yeah.
Right, so this pin, you're going to put it in. So I'm going to line these two bits up here and you've got to slide the pins through here. Put the new piston on. Yeah, I think so. If I look from the other side. Got that, push.
That's perfect.
That's it.
That's satisfying.
And what it's going to do is clear them two bits. It's cleared that one, it's cleared that one. That's the new piston on.
Well, that looks strange compared to the engine. It's so shiny.
So the reason we've put that rag in there, because if these clips fell into the engine,
We're done.
well, we'd be in trouble. Right, so if you look on these pins, one way they stick slightly outwards. You need to make sure with the way it cambers outwards, it's got to be out, otherwise it'll push the pin out. So it's facing that way, so this one needs to be in this side. Some pistons, you have a little hole on the side that you can use to push it all in. Right, so I'm going to cut that so it looked like it was done in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But that's one circlip done.
That looks like it's taken forever.
It's not one of them things you do very often, so you're never that great at it, yeah? Right, so what you got to make sure is that pin is pushing on the inner clip. And not on that little nubbin there. If it pushes on that nubbin, when it goes back and forwards, you can bend the clip out into the engine. So we have a piston fitted. Piston is pointed towards the exhaust ports. Piston rings. So we'll line them up with a pin here. This is the bit I get scared of snapping the ring. I did it on a chainsaw once and it took a week to get new rings. Can be easier to slide them from the bottom. I should have done that first. Alright, see these piston rings here?
Yeah.
See they line up with them holes there now? They're in the top and
so
bottom. So that's like a locating bit. When they squeeze, that'll stop them spinning round.
I thought it was just stop that. The
and
bar.
what these do is these stop the oil coming out. So they create like a nice seal, so you get nice compression on the top of the head. Alright, 2-stroke oil. Oh, engine oil, but just going to put a bit of oil on the cylinder head just to help it down. After a load of scraping and faffing, we have a new gasket on it, we have piston on it, we have piston rings. Oh, moment of truth.
Well, we're testing if it starts.
Well, we've got to put the engine back together first.
Well, yeah, I hope it starts.
Oh, me too. Right, come here for a sec. Can you pull the rag out from underneath?
Grab
It just use your fingers, pal.
Alright, let's shot.
Go and get the rag out.
This is a pain. Oh.
Use a pair of pliers just on the table there.
Yeah.
So you can't scratch anything.
Oh, lifted up the gasket. Is that fine?
Yeah, it's alright, we'll push that back down now. Just whip the gasket.
That's the only thing about them, they're quite weak.
Yeah, it's only paper.
It's literally paper.
The gasket, yeah, paper.
No, what? I thought they were made like bendy metal, you know what I mean? Like a weak metal. Okay, this is what I thought they were made out of. But this is what I thought they were made out of. Like this, copper.
That's for this gasket here.
You're not on that.
Spin that around a few times quite slowly. Yeah, see, look. See, when you bring it back up. Wait there, hold on, I'll get the camera for this bit. I'll cover the camera in oil here. But right, now the piston ring's in. When you bring the piston back up, right, see it's dragging the oil up with it?
Yeah.
That means you've got good compression around the top. Where was the gasket that came with it?
In the gasket.
The metal gasket.
They're the same size.
Bloody stupid.
But they send you the 125 or something.
Well, I don't know, it just doesn't fit.
Yeah, it's
You're
fine.
going to have to use the old gasket. Let's give it a good cleaner.
Anyways, that, I think that's better. Well,
it's always better to use a new gasket if you can, but...
They're ready yet, so I would say send that back.
Right, I ordered a new gasket, but as you can see, the holes are too small. It fits in the right spot, but the bolts won't go through it. So we're going to have to go to the old one. And if it leaks, we just have to replace it.
Yeah, if it leaked it, would that be good? Or no, it
No,
won't be good.
you'd lose compression and you'd end up low on power. Might not even start. I'm an idiot. Why don't I just do it this way around? Right, can you get yourself a deleted extension bar too? Oh, perfect. Is that the one? Yeah.
Well,
What I would do is take that off, take the screwdriver bit off. You can tighten them up like that.
Yeah,
but what you've got to do is that one, that one, that one, that one, so that you don't tighten this bit down. So do you know what I mean? What you'll do is you'll go, just get that one a bit, then that one a bit, then that one a bit.
So I still using the tool which goes in all of them and they twist at the same time.
Stop. And do that one. These all need to be torqued up to the right setting. We'll do that afterwards. Right. Spark plug.
Where's that?
What you need to do
is like a screw, like a light bulb.
We're going to check the spark plug gap first. So what happens is that sparks between that and that. If the gap isn't right, it won't work properly. So if we go like that, the gap is actually quite wide there. So what we could do, just give it a tap down on the table. Just give it a tap down again.
Try 0.6.
No, because 0.5 is the one we want.
Oh.
We want it to be 0.5. So that's just barely gripping 0.5. Now if I put 0.6, doesn't fit. Oh, barely fits.
Oh, so it's
So go
0.5,
back to
0.5.
0.5 is the one. So spark plug in. Get your spark plug spanner.
What's that? Is it this?
So right, do you remember we found that plastic piece? We didn't know where it came from. So this piece was just floating about inside there, and I don't know where it was from.
Hinge manual.
Yes. So right, it's not part of the Kickstarter assembly. Right, while I'm looking for that, what I need you to do, hey, come here. So we removed the oil pump.
Why'd you remove it?
So it runs fine, but the engine is already seized once. I don't know whether it's given the right amount of oil or anything, so the easiest way is just to mix 2-stroke fuel and put it straight into the thing. We're not going to be using it on the road, so we might have to increase the jet size, but this is where the oil pump was. What you've got here,
It's going to be empty.
you've ripped it all out, you've got a blanking plate here. So
Oh, is that just to...
if you open that, and you've got to fit that. And I'm going to keep looking for a place where this could go. Ah, it went in there. Thank goodness for that. Right, so that random piece of plastic
What was
was
even
in there, but which way round was it? You can't fit it in the other way round. Lovely you, Yamaha. You've made that so much easier for me.
How?
Because if it had been able to reverse both ways, I wouldn't have known which way it went in. But it can only go in one way round. I've absolutely no idea what it does. It just meets up with that plate there, so I think if oil comes in, it doesn't catch in there and just pops over. I'm not quite sure. But right, so there should be a gasket first.
Yeah, which
Be
one?
that one, I reckon. Always seems to be that one. No?
So small, that which
That
means...
one then, H4.
That's perfect. Which
Right.
one goes on first? It's the
So-
main part.
put your gasket on first. The gasket is always to make the two ends seal.
Then would you put?
So the gasket goes, that's upside down. So your gasket goes there. The piece of metal goes over the top of it. Yeah, you're gonna have to line up the holes first.
That looks perfect.
So I'll hold that for you.
I'll start on both off with my fingers so it holds in place.
You're doing a grand job there, Paul.
Yeah, both at the same tightness now.
Right, so give it one little turn with this.
Well, is that like a good? Is that a good modification? Just to remove the oil pump.
It's weird, like after doing certain things for a certain amount of time, you kind of know the tightness you should put on. You've got a torque wrench for doing all
No, I
the
mean, is
important
it a
stuff.
good modification to put to remove
Yeah,
the
so
oil?
now what we'll do is we'll just run 2-stroke oil in the tank. We don't have, we could take off this whole tank. Not only will it be lighter, more streamlined, which is not really the purpose. If this suddenly stopped working, this pump, there'd be no oil getting into the engine and the engine could seize. And because the engine is already seized once, I don't know what the cause of that was. It was all broken in the head, so I think we should, just to be safe. So, I need you to put this cover back on now. Now we know we've got the side parts on.
Right, where's the bolt for it?
I'll sort you them out now. So you put the... Oh,
What?
I saw that and I thought there was a split in the head. It's a bit of fluff. Oh, I sunk inside
There's a
then.
spider.
Oh, I don't mind the spider with the split head I didn't want.
If it's a spider, I would have chucked it so it had a split head.
Yeah. That oil seal's a bit ripped there, but it doesn't matter because we've blanked off behind it and that's sealed. Everything looks good. The plastic clip is in place. Everything is in place here. Whoa!
What?
New gasket.
So I don't get why it's paper. Why can't it be like copper?
Paper squishes well.
Oh yeah. Then why is copper using that one?
Yeah, good point. Maybe because of the heat. That gets so hot, paper would burn.
I still think copper would be a good idea because when it compresses, copper like if you can bend it, it'll stay like that.
That's it. Just do them all hand tight first. Don't super tight. Just so it's they're flush. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. What then?
You can start doing that like spin pattern. So what you do is like do with this corner now. So always be like swapping angles. So the plate pulls on flat, it's not pulling down on one angle over the other. Might be the wrong screw. Come back to that one.
No, you know why?
Right.
Look at the hole. Swear a bit of the gasket's covering that.
Maybe. Try it again.
So I think because there's something in the way of the screw. Swear. Yeah,
There we
it
go.
was.
It was just a piece of the gasket, yeah.
That's
Good.
the thing about the gasket.
Good brain power there.
No, I noticed when I was pushing it, it was moving.
Then go for like, remember, swap sides. Then go to like this one or something. You good? Stop throttling. Right, don't pull the throttle until you're up. That's it. I'll help you get it up now. That's it, perfect. Whoa, stop. You got it. Don't worry. Right, put that back in. You got it, you're good. Yeah. Right, now turn it back on again.
Yeah.
Right, it's just getting used to standing up while setting off. Put the left leg on. Put your left leg on. No, your left leg first. Yeah. Stop. No, just one leg on first.
Oh yeah.
a little bit of acceleration, then jump the other leg up. I'll walk with you if you want. That's it, perfect. Less throttle though, yeah? Ooh.